Okay, I think I'm live. Now, I don't expect anybody to be watching right now, mostly because it is Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're all spending the day and the festivities with family, friends, eating good food. My wife is working today, so that's why I'm by myself. Um, and I kind of wanted to just talk about a few things and yeah, hopefully this becomes a regular occurrence on my channel, doing these live videos. Part of the trick here, doing a live video, is to, oh, hey, Great American Survival, what's up? Not too much. How are you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Wow, someone's watching. That's awesome. Anyway, part of the trick to doing these kinds of videos is that it's all off the cuff. You can't re-edit and change things and make things sound better. And wow, looking behind me, my kitchen looks like a mess. Oh, it's my dining area, actually. So nobody knows this, or very few of you know this, but I rent my house from my aunt and uncle. So all of this is theirs, basically. Oh, your wife went to work, huh? Where does your wife work? Let me see if I can type that. Here we go. Where does your wife work? Okay, so Thanksgiving today, in my opinion, one very underrated holiday. So many people are so focused on what happens tomorrow and in most cases tonight. I'm sorry about the shaky table. That I almost breeze past this holiday, and I think that's a sad thing because, in my opinion, this is one of the best American holidays besides Independence Day. I think it's a perfect time to get together as a family, talk about, as cheesy as it sounds, talk about how thankful how thankful you are for where we are and what we have here in this country. So don't forget to do that today before you do your shopping. Nice. So wife works for grocery chain. Yeah, I gotta eat. Okay, so that over with. Didn't want to spend too much time just because I do have other things to do. I gotta go out and rake some leaves before the snow comes in. I'm supposed to get some this weekend. Big things are updates, I guess. So on the channel, you've been seeing a few videos trickle in every once in a while. There will be a big video tomorrow. Let me see. I'm very excited for it. I'm pulling up a separate tab here. Let's see. YouTube. See what's scheduled for tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow is my first 4K video. Now the video, because of YouTube, doesn't technically upload or work in 4K, but I filmed it in 4K. I think YouTube kind of downgrades to 1080, so it's full HD, but I don't know. There might be a little bit of difference. I can't really tell on my computer. We'll see what you guys think. If you enjoy 4K video, I had fun filming it. However, it did mean purchasing new SD cards, since in 4K for the camera that I'm using, my 64 gigabyte card was only about 15-20 minutes of footage. So I had to upgrade and get some faster cards and bigger cards. Nice. First 4 days off in over 2 years. My goodness, you need a vacation, Marvin. What are you doing to yourself? Anyway, so we'll see if it was worth filming in 4K or if I can just kind of keep going in 1080. So that's tomorrow, talking about the Zen Bivy and summer, since summer's pretty much officially over, even though, you know, it really hasn't been too cold around here as far as what I've noticed. Besides that, I have a skill video in a couple weeks that I'm also pretty excited for, do some very primitive things. And so some gear update is kind of what I wanted to mainly talk about today. And if you give me a sec, I'm gonna run and grab something. I'm stuck on the tablecloth. What camera am I using? That is a really good question. So I use different DSLR cameras to film and photograph my videos. My main camera right now is a Canon EOS R. It's their mirrorless, their high-end mirrorless camera. It'll shoot in 4K. And I think that as far as, you know, making short films and things like that, it's one of the best available cameras right now. I also film with a Canon 80D, and that camera is really nice as well. The lenses that it came with aren't great though, so that's why some of the videos earlier in the year and then some, you know, in the last year weren't the best. However, I really did like its focus features, which is why I was using it. Okay. If you remember, over the summer, I did a video, this wallet. This is the Popov leather wallet. Now, I have been using this wallet every day to carry all of my necessities since I got it. It's become part of my EDC. Just sticking all my cards and stuff back in there. Now, fantastic wallet. I highly recommend their leather goods. It's getting nice and beat up too, which I like. They also, if you pardon me, make other leather goods. Use your iPhone, XS. Nice. Yeah, I've never really used my phone extensively to film with. I should though, because it's really handy. I've done slow-mo with it. And GoPro. I've always wanted a GoPro, and I've never gotten the chance to pick one up or, you know, really needed one for the types of stuff that I film with, but I really want one just to do like river stuff and rainy days and stuff. But anyway, they sent me a belt as well. This is one of their leather belts. And I'll tell you what, again, this is part of my EDC now, this leather belt. I love it. Takes a little bit of time to break in, and you can see it's nice and thick. It's a good thick belt. They're not your cheap little Walmart belts like I used to use. The thing that I really like about it is that it's very flexible, while it's also very sturdy. So I can carry good heavy stuff on here, but it doesn't feel super stiff. A lot of times a heavy duty leather belt will feel real stiff, and I don't know, it just kind of gets uncomfortable. This is flexible and soft enough that I barely even notice it. Now, the reason I talk about this is that they're having a major Black Friday sale on wallets and belts. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Now, I totally recommend you check them out, take a look at them, because there's a limit to how many be sold. They have different pouches. They do mouse pads. They do coasters and keychain things. I kind of made my own recently for my keychains, but they have super nice ones that actually snap and have little things. Watch straps, trays, coasters, I said coasters, turntable mats, dog collars, just real nice leather, handcrafted leather goods, and I recommend them. But the thing that you can do to help me out, if you're interested, is I have an affiliate code that they sent me to use on any of their leather goods. You just basically click the link, and you get a discount, and then I get a little kickback for that. So if you're deciding to go ahead and buy any of the purchase or buy any of these leather goods, I would really appreciate you doing it through that affiliate link. Help me out, and it will help you out too, because you'll get a discount. So really is a win-win as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, as far as leather goods go, they're what I use for my EDC stuff. And for sheaths and things like that, I've been kind of messing around with making my own. This is one that I made. It's okay. It turned out okay. It's not great, but it works. So we've been using a grip 6 since the spring. What is a grip 6? Okay. Those are like the nylon belts. Yeah, I've never really gotten into nylon belts. I know that there's a school of thought behind that. I'm kind of a traditionalist when it comes to belts. I like something plain and leather just for look's sake. Plus, I can do other things with leather that I can't do with nylon, but I keep wanting to try that out. Try out a good nylon belt. I was looking at the Wazoo cash belt, where you can stuff a whole bunch of things in your belt, but trying to think how comfortable that would be, having a ton of things just stuffing in your belt. So I probably won't wind up getting one at all. Let's see. Because mainly what I had to talk about was Thanksgiving and belts and stuff. And also to get, what's up, Joe? I used money. Okay. A money belt, that makes sense. Keep those goods safe from all those potential muggers. Yeah, you've got 2? I've got 3. Guys want to see my current knife collection? See the library of knives. Haven't done one of those types of videos in a while. I gotta go get my box. I'll be right back. All right, so let's go from I still got some of them in their boxes. which is pretty fun. Oh yeah, you got to get a ukulele if you live in Hawaii. That's like a necessity. If you don't have a ukulele, they like ship you back to the mainland. All right, we're gonna go from oldest to newest knife, just because I feel like showing off. Right now, the oldest one I have, I think, it's not that one. All right, found it. This is the one I think I've had longest at this point. That's here. The other ones are in storage. Got a bunch of Moras. This is the one I keep with me pretty much on every adventure. Mora Haiku. You probably tired of me talking about this knife. I found a website where they were selling them, which is an interesting story. I'll try to make it brief because I tend to talk too much. Yeah, oldest and most favorite, Mora Haiku. Found a website where they were selling them for like $12, right? So I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to buy 2 more. Put 2 in my shopping cart. They wanted to charge me $200, $200 for shipping and handling. So this would have cost, another one of these would have cost $212. Obviously, I did not wind up buying those. Ridiculous. This is the next oldest one that I have, the Hidden Woodsman, 2nd anniversary GNS. Again, one that you've probably seen and I've talked about. I don't know where they were shipping from. I was laughing that they were shipping from the space station because that's the only thing I could figure as far as that price for shipping. Yeah. GNS in the Hidden Woodsman 2nd anniversary variety. Sweet blade. I've used it. Haven't abused it. Gonna keep it. Let's see. Knife number 2. Let's do another GNS. This is a sheath I made for it. GNS in Saber with brown, rustic brown, and toxic green handle. You probably saw those two in what is becoming a slightly viral video. Surprised at that. The Scandi versus Saber video. Let's see. Next one, let's do this one. Crinkle, crinkle. This is a Black Feather Journey. Never getting rid of this one, that's for sure. 01 tool steel, Coyote G10 handles, Appalachian custom leather sheath. Fantastic knife. Say it all the time. Well, okay. So if any of these knives look dirty and messy and nasty, it's because I use frog lube to, oh yeah, you still got that CRKT? That's awesome. I kind of wonder how they are now. I hear they beefed up the handles a little bit. I use frog glue to store all of my blades so that I don't get any rust spots. So if any of them look kind of gunky, that's why. They're kind of just sitting in my room in a box right now. Not the best storage, but it's what I have. Oh yeah, that's what you mean around the block. Yeah, still in great shape though. Can't wait to bring it out and get some use out of it. My dad's talking about trying to take it from me, but we'll see. All right, so this is one that's also been around the block. I shipped my NSK to my buddy John Adams over at Tays River Bush Lore to try out, and also to SC Bushcraft Backwoods over there in South Carolina. He tried this out too. So this one's been around a while. Still my #1 knife. For now, Joe. We'll see. We'll see. And here's the other one. The other NSK. Green handle. With coyote liners. So, any good fanboy needs to. Drool over that. Of course I got it back. I'm obsessive like that. Let's see. This is another black feather knife. This is the Bush tool. Probably saw that one in my top 3 bushcraft knives of 2019. Fantastic knife. I made this one a fancy sheath. You can see it's a cross draw sheath. Kind of fold over design. Still pretty new leather. Yeah. Put that right on there. This little pocket thing here, I kind of thought I'd put like one of those credit card style survival things in there, but it didn't fit. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to put in there. But yeah, there you go. Black feather bush tool. Another one that's probably going to stay with me forever and ever. All right. Yeah, I could do a Fresnel lens. Yeah, I made that. My own 2 hands. This is a Genesis. It's a Larry Roberts edition. My buddy Roland recommended that I get this instead of just the regular Genesis because of the slightly thicker handles. He's right. Fits phenomenally. I bought it used, and the guy who owned it before me bead blasted it, the whole thing. So it doesn't have a high polish bevel on it, and I'm debating on polishing it back up or leaving it kind of nasty and scratched up and let this be kind of my beater knife, my beater survival knife. But yeah, everyone's got to have a Genesis. Did I say GNS earlier? Got to have a Genesis. Flashbacks to the Larry Roberts, huh? Who knows? It might be your original there, Joe. So this is the Gary Wines Hunter. This was actually a gift from LT Wright When they were sponsoring my channel over the summer, they sent me this guy and let me keep it. So you can be sure it's staying with me. It kind of reminds me of the old PLSK1 with a, I don't know, a slightly smaller handle maybe. I've never used it, so I have no idea what to expect, but from what I can tell, it's good. It's big, fits deep, heavy, but yeah, as far as like a survival knife, what I want to do with this, I want to go out there and make like a bushcraft crossbow or something like that using just this. And I think it'd be really fun trying to put one together. I know it'll be difficult because of our materials here, but I think it'd be fun. It'd be worth it. Okay, let's go to this one. This is another sheath I made, just a real basic kind of bushcraft pocket sheath. The knife, however, is anything but basic. This is the AA Forge Puko. I think it says Puko. Master birch, green and orange liners, 3/32 AEBL steel. So perfect. So perfect. I didn't think the handle was as comfortable at first, but after actually taking some time and working with it, amazing. Just amazing. Look at that handle. Look at that handle. Like, I've never seen a handle that looked this beautiful. You can't really get close. I love the copper hardware because it's every once in a while it gets a little, that kind of bluish, greenish tarnish to it, like the Statue of Liberty. Real easy to just rub off, but it just looks so cool. Makes it look kind of vintage. Just fantastic. So I could keep these real nice, all bundled up in paper and kept in their original boxes. All right. How about flashbacks now, Joe? Got any flashbacks? The Garberg. How many people have one of these and love them? This is, I think it's the only, besides the old Mora, this is like the only other production knife I have. Everything else is like partially handcrafted. So I'm going to be putting this through its paces. I wanted a stainless kind of beater knife. Okay, last few. The sheath I flashed you earlier. This is for the JX6 in LMAX. This has the updated handle so that this is not an open piece. Fits a lot more comfortably, no sharp edges. We'll see. We'll do some stuff with it. I wanted a kind of a skinning knife, hint, hint, for future videos. And I don't know, this seemed to be the best option that I found in my price range. Yeah, I don't know what to think. We'll see. We'll see. I wanted something small and light and fancy. All right, last two. This is Joe's favorite knife. It's the new Hidden Woodsman Puko ABL. Bright orange handle. Zachary Fowler edition orange with, was it Ranger green or OD green liners? Another stainless steel. Yeah, the Fowler. And I made this sheath for it, which is ugly, ugly, ugly. Look at that stitching. It's awful. It's even worse on the backside. But the reason I like this sheath is because of this giant piece of unfinished leather right here. It's a perfect strop. So I kind of designed this to be a survival sheath. Can strap my blade, keep a ferro rod loop, and you know, it fits it nice and deep. So the first one I tried to make didn't even fit. It wouldn't, like, even the knife wouldn't go in. So Malcolm is a great guy. Makes some awesome stuff. I have probably too many of his things. I have like 3 of his backpacks, 2 of his knives that he brought out, any kind of pouch and bag and hip thing. You name it, I've probably got one of his. And the last knife, which bit me yesterday or the day before, 2 days ago, is the brand new LT Wright pronghorn. Look how little teeny tiny that thing is. It's 1/8 inch 01 tool steel. See, it's nice and thick, nice and rounded. It's got 2 scallops on both sides, one on the front, one on the back. And I believe it's so that when you have a lanyard attached and you're holding it, the lanyard doesn't dig into your pinky or your palm. Now, it is so small, it is so tiny that it disappears in my hand. And when I stuck my finger, like my pinky, in the lanyard and was trying to do some light chopping, it slipped, bounced back, and bit me. So that's why I got myself. But you need the lanyard mainly to just pull it out of the sheath. We'll see how that one goes. I think it'll work great. And I've got one more surprise on the way. Maybe 2. We'll see. It's a secret. So those are my blades. Those are the ones that I claim as my own that aren't like in storage. I still have some of the original ones that I reviewed and tested, like the Blackbird SK5. Do you remember that one? It was from probably the first year of my channel. Marvin, I have looked at Battle Horse knives. I had one of the Pathfinder Scouts a while back. I don't know. I just never really did much with them, so I can't really say much about them I hear they're fantastic. I hear they're just as good as LT Wright. I'm a creature of habit, and once I find a good maker, I usually stick with it for a while. So maybe one day I'll grab a BHK and test it out and see what it's like. But right now I don't. I keep spending my money on other things. Okay, there it is. So I had, let's see if I can. I had one of these. Oh, that's a really. You could just see the handle. Ooh, rainbow effect. From way long ago, back when they had micarta handles. Yeah, I think that's a better picture. Blackbird SK5 is a 5-inch handle with a 5-inch blade. And I was batoning with it, real light stuff, out camping one time, and a giant chunk of the blade came out. And I mean, it was like, it was like this kind of chunk. Just this giant piece of metal came out. So that's why you don't see that one or me updating that video, because it failed me. Let's see, what else? Pretty much everything else I've gotten rid of or sold or just stuck in a storage bin and never thought about again. But the ones that I still use, it's not even serrated. It may as well be broken. I still use it to baton every once in a while, but I mean, you sure that's a serration? It's more like a recurve. It's a real recurve. Maybe I can sharpen it and make some real nice feathers with it. If I take it and like kind of do a whoosh. If I take it and do like a major recurve, might be kind of fun. But yeah, so life has been crazy lately. One of the main reasons I haven't brought out stuff super regularly is because I've been doing a lot of studying and kind of going through, I was doing a lot of like online courses and stuff. Yeah, it would make the people who like the big bellies happy, and it would make people who like the recurves happy. And for anybody who's watching this video in the future, the reason I keep breaking off in conversation is talking is because my buddies are chatting with me on the live chat. So if you just like watch it while doing the live chat, it'll kind of make sense what I keep saying. But anyway, life got very busy. But it's interesting because it leads you down paths that you wouldn't have necessarily chosen, but definitely seem to be, I don't know, more suited for you and your personality. What everyone wants for Christmas? Peace on earth and a new knife. Actually, a new knife is not what I want for Christmas. I really want to get like some new camera equipment. That would be cool. Get some drones, get some drone shots. Go out into the middle of the desert, do like cool drone footage. My computer, the one I'm running on right now, it struggles with editing 4K video. So I keep thinking that eventually I'm going to have to upgrade and get something a little bit faster, a little bit nicer. And wouldn't mind, really like a war bonnet hammock. So war bonnet, if you're watching this video somehow in the future, I would love to make a video using one of your hammocks. Okay. This video, whoa, 40 minutes? All right, we're going to end it in 5 minutes. I got to go out and rake some leaves before the snow comes in. So thanks you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for keeping me conversing about things. We'll do more life updates as they come, and maybe I'll do live videos more often like this, schedule it out so more people can chat and see how everybody's doing. So it's almost like you're talking to me while you're cooking. So it's almost like I'm there watching you cook your food. What are you cooking right now? Am I like facing your food? Is the food right here? I thought you already bought that, Nessie. Come on, Joe. Happy Thanksgiving, Marvin. I think my family's going to like, ooh, Salisbury steaks and rice. Nice. Some good food. That's good food. I think we're having Chinese food. You got to just do it. Just push the buy button and then worry about the consequences later. Easier to say sorry than ask for permission, isn't it? Don't listen to me. All right. I'm excited. Excited to see what comes from seeing what comes. It's the payment. That's the problem. Yeah, put it on a credit card and worry about it later. All right, big plans for the future. Big things we're going to be trying, or me, I'm going to be trying. It's still just me running this channel. At one point, I thought my wife would be doing a lot with me, but she's too busy. And my friends live in other parts of the country, so that doesn't make it convenient. You get to zoom and see what to steal? What do you mean? You get to zoom and see what to steal. Oh, from my house? You steal anything here, it's not mine, except for the food. Some of that's mine, but most of that other stuff is my aunt and uncle's. Oh, it would be so easy to break into this house. The most challenging thing would just be to find it. Although you have my address, so that's awkward. Okay, it's time to say farewell. What's that Beatles song? Now it's time to say goodbye. What are the chords to that? Now it's time to say good night. Good night. Sleep tight. I don't remember the words. All right, bye guys. Happy Thanksgiving. See y'all around. And good luck with all the Black Friday shopping. Remember, Popov leather. Hope Hove Leather. They have belts, bags, pouches, wallets, all sorts of things. Purchase using my affiliate code. Support the channel that way. I get a kickback. You get a discount. I will get you that unboxing video, I promise. All right. Peace out, guys.